I'm 81 years old now, and I need to tell you something while I still can. For 42 years, I built a career I thought would matter. I worked late. I traveled constantly. I made partner at 39, which was young back then. People respected me. My name meant something in certain rooms. And I believed that was the point. I didn't think I was making a mistake. That's what I need you to understand. When you're 35 and ambitious, working until 9 p.m. doesn't feel like a sacrifice. It feels like progress, like you're building something, like you're doing what you're supposed to do. I had a wife. Her name was Anne. We married when I was 28. She was patient in a way I didn't deserve. For years, she would wait for me to come home, and I'd arrive just as she was going to bed. I'd kiss her forehead, tell her about my day. She'd listen, half asleep. I thought we had time. We had 2 kids, a daughter, Emily, and a son, Robert. Good kids, normal kids. They didn't get into trouble. They did their homework. They were easy. And I think part of me used that as an excuse. They'll be fine, I'd think. They don't need me hovering. When Emily was 12, she had a piano recital. I was in Chicago for a client meeting. I told her I'd try to make it back, but I didn't. Anne recorded it on our camcorder. I watched it a week later while eating dinner alone at the kitchen table. Emily played well. She looked nervous. She looked for me in the audience. I told myself I'd make the next one. I didn't. Robert played baseball in high school. Not well enough to go anywhere with it, but he loved it. He was a bench player mostly, but his sophomore year, he got to pitch in a real game. Anne called me at the office. I was in the middle of reviewing a contract. I told her I'd leave in an hour. By the time I got there, the game was over. Robert was sitting in the parking lot with his duffel bag, waiting. He looked up when I pulled in. He smiled. He said it was fine, that he struck out 2 batters. I never saw him pitch. That was how it went. Not one big betrayal, just 1,000 small absences. 1,000 times I chose the thing that felt urgent over the thing that mattered. And here's what kills me now. I thought I was being responsible. I thought providing for them was love. I thought if I worked hard enough, if I earned enough, if I climbed high enough, then somehow it would all mean something. That they'd look back and say, Dad gave us a good life. But that's not what they remember. Emily's 52 now. We talk maybe once a month. The conversations are polite, surface level. She tells me about her kids, my grandchildren, and I realize I barely know them. I see them maybe twice a year. They're kind to me the way you're kind to a distant relative. Respectful, formal. I don't blame her. Robert lives in Oregon. He's 49. He calls on my birthday and Christmas. We ran out of things to say to each other years ago. Not because of a fight, not because of cruelty, just because I wasn't there enough for a relationship to root. Anne died 6 years ago. She had a stroke. Quick, they said. Painless, they hoped. I was next to her when it happened, which is some small mercy. But it doesn't undo the decades I wasn't. After she died, I found journals in her nightstand. Pages and pages, years of them. She wrote about loneliness, about waiting, about wondering if I loved my work more than I loved her. She never said any of that to me out loud. I read every single entry. It took me 3 months. It destroyed me. I'm telling you this because I don't want you to do what I did. I don't want you to believe the lie I believed, which is that success will love you back. It won't. I made a lot of money. I had a good reputation. I retired at 70 with enough to live comfortably for the rest of my life. And now I live alone in a house that's too big and no one calls. Do you know what success looks like at 81? It looks like silence. It looks like sitting in a chair and realizing that the people you love have their own lives now, and you're not really part of them. You're a name they mention occasionally, a card they send, a visit they schedule out of obligation. I don't get to redo any of it. That's the part that sits in my chest every single day. I don't get to go back to 1985 and leave work at 5. I don't get to show up at the recital, or the baseball game. I don't get to tell Anne that I see her, that I'm sorry, that I should have loved her better when she was here. It's just gone. All of it. And the thing is, I thought there would be more time. I really did. I thought, when I retire, I'll travel with Anne. I'll visit the kids more. I'll slow down. I'll be present. But by the time I retired, the damage was done. The distance was too wide, and Anne only had 6 more years. I thought I was building a legacy, but a legacy isn't what people say about you at your funeral. It's whether they miss you when you're gone. It's whether they carry you with them. It's whether your absence leaves a hole. I don't think mine will. You might be reading this and thinking, I'm different. I balance things. I'm not obsessed with work, and maybe that's true, but I'd ask you to really think about it. Not what you tell yourself, what's actually happening. How often do you say, later? How often do you choose the urgent over the important? How often do you assume the people you love will wait? Because they will, for a while, but not forever. I'm not telling you to quit your job or abandon your ambitions. I'm telling you that time moves faster than you think it does. I'm telling you that your children will grow up whether you're watching or not. I'm telling you that the people who love you will eventually stop reaching out if you never reach back. And I'm telling you that there is no achievement, no title, no salary, no recognition that will keep you warm when you're old and alone. I wish I'd known that. I wish someone had sat me down when I was 35 and said, "You think you have decades? You don't, not really. You have moments. And if you miss enough of them, you'll wake up one day and realize you missed the whole thing." But no one told me that. Or maybe they did, and I didn't listen. I thought I was special. I thought I was different. I thought I could have both. You can't. Not the way I tried to. I'm not bitter. I'm just tired. And I'm running out of time to pretend any of this mattered the way I thought it would. If you're young, if you still have people who need you, who want you around, please don't waste it. Don't wait. Don't tell yourself you'll make up for it later. You won't. I'm 81 years old, and I spent my whole life chasing something I can't even name anymore. And all I have left is the memory of everything I missed.